Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the GW Panther, the GW Panther, the Tier 7 German SPG. It's located on the northwest spawn of Mines, and this one is under the command of 15JG52 Bayraktar Broward Bayraktar. Get it right. Sorry. Unfortunately, I confused Brown's name with somebody else just the other day. Actually, we did a replay just the other day for a Beowulf, and I mixed up everyone. I do apologise for doing that, but it does happen sometimes. You think that you actually got somebody else on the in the game, and actually it's a completely different person with a very similar sounding name. Okay, right. Well, we're aiming towards the castle. Expecting an enemy tank to try and get up and claim that castle right now, and in fact it's a T103 rounds out. Well, we're gonna have to see an instant replay. I forgot that Broward actually does like to fire and then immediately pull away, so we don't get to see exactly what happened to the shells. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take control of the camera, and then hopefully we will get to see what actually goes on. Okay, so he's lined up, comes out, and a direct hit on the T103. Meanwhile, we're seeking a new position. Now, the good news in this game is there's two Arty on either team, and both of them, or all of them, are GW Panthers. Why is that good news? Well, it's a 15cm howitzer with a fairly good arc, 52 degrees in total. Oops, he did the same again and I missed it, so yep, we'll go back. I forgot that he has a habit of doing it, so if we want to see this replay, I'm going to have to take manual control. It's a good job I can do this on these replays to go back. Okay, lines the shot up and rounds out. Direct hit again on the T103, and he got some stun assist this time. So he's reloading and he's looking at a different target this time. In fact, actually he's looking just the other side of the south hill, and in fact he changes target, goes after the Carnarvon, but he's just lining it up. I'm not sure he's got a target there because that rock in the center is actually obstructing his field of fire. No, I still think he's missing out. No, he hit the rock. I think he thought that he could actually thread the shell through the gap in the center, but it didn't work out. There are a number of targets he can fire at though, so he's not stuck to there. On the middle island, we've got a CS52 Liss, and he does have a direct shot on that guy. Grabs out, direct hit, and straight into cover. Yes, he's also got a case of the innie outies on the mouse button. I know a lot of people dislike that because it does actually put them off. It gives them motion sickness. But if you're playing it at the time, you don't realise you're doing it. Well, again, I missed the shot because I wasn't watching him. But we will go back and do it again. And hopefully this time round we will get to see the target. There we go. It's going for the T103 again. Lined it up properly this time on the rear of the vehicle. Oh, and it went between the two and landed behind them. Now the GW Panther is actually fairly good because it does have that wide arc, but it also has the ability to move about fairly quickly. 46 kilometers an hour, so it's not the slowest Arty, but it actually is basically like a... Oh, we hit something there! It is a bit like a Panther in terms of movement, except for the fact, of course, it doesn't have the supercharger. The real Panthers actually had a supercharger, which actually improved the speed. And Wargaming's deliberately left that off, which means that it actually has half the health, the horsepower that it would normally have. And I missed that shot, but I don't think we hit anything. He definitely hit something though, possibly the Tiger 1 behind the rock on the middle island. Okay, he's going for another shot. He's got the CS-52 lists in the sights, but he hasn't got a shell loaded at the moment, so he can't do anything about that one. He is loaded now. Rounds out. Gets a hit. 303 this time. This 15cm is capable of 600 alpha and it'll penetrate 39mm of armor, which is quite good actually. It's nothing to sneeze at. I mean, it will penetrate tier 5s and tier 4s of course, but obviously it'll only see tier 5s, tier 6s. He's going to do it again. It landed in behind the list, but it actually still splashed him. You can see the other GW is also firing in this particular direction. And it looks like the list just died. The Emil 1951 managed to get him from up on the hill. Okay, he's looking to try and get a shot onto the Carnarvon. Rounds out. And that guy died before the shell arrived, so there wasn't a lot we could do. They're doing quite well. They're 5 up on the enemy at the moment. I've given up trying to encourage Beowulf to actually, or Broward Bayraktar rather, to change his habits. He likes to do it his way. He's going to do it his way. And far be it from me to say change if he is actually getting 3 marked GW Panthers. But it certainly makes it difficult for us to produce videos of the games. It landed right alongside the Lorraine, but he did get stunned, and he's picked up a massive amount of stun assists. 711 of that shot alone. Even though he got 54 splash damage, the stun really earned him on that game. Very, very good indeed. He's fired another one in there, and oh, this time he killed it. We will go back and have another look at that. I'm sorry there's so many instant replays in this one, but that's the way the cookie crumbles when you've got a player who plays the way he does, I'm afraid. Okay. Okay, so Lorraine lined up. Loading. Rounds out on a blind shot, and he clips the rear of the vehicle. It actually hit the rear and took him out the game. So he's got his first kill. And there's 6 up on the enemy now. The enemy are really suffering in this game. He's not the only Arty who's got a kill as well. His teammate, also another GW, has got a kill. And I can't see where he's aiming now. Oh, he's trying to counter battery. Okay, so he's now having a quick look to see where the enemy Arty is in this corner. I mean, chances are the enemy is over in this corner because it's very unlikely. There you go. He's right down at the bottom. You pick him up straight away. Rounds out straight away. That looked a good shot. I suspect that that did do some splash damage. He's staying in this corner. I think that guy will change position. He won't stay where he is, that's for sure. It'd be very silly if he did. You always try and move position after you've shot. Oh, he fired shallow there. I think he may have seen something that we didn't see. I think it's because we're zoomed in at the moment, so I think he managed to see what was going on. As you know, the quickest way to spot the tracer is actually to take off all visual aids. So you do that, you press the V key. And we're now on the move actually, because he's decided to get a bit closer. So I suspect he fired that last round in. Okay, now going for the Super Hellcat on this corner. Got a couple of tanks ready to move in the moment he gets spotted and stunned. Oh, direct hit and a kill! He wiped out the Super Hellcat with that one right on the corner. Overwhelmed him and took him out of the game. So that's a nice little kill. Still doing the innie outie thing. Oh, now look at that Shrek. He's going up the east side of the map. Managed to get up as high as our SMBCC. but I think the Emil 1951 will stop him moving any closer. At the back of the map, we've just spotted the GW Panther, one of them. Rounds out. And that's a kill shot. Perfect target, perfect shot on target. Penetrated, I should think, as well. Wiped him out. And there's the other one. And he is badly damaged already, so he has been hit once before. We're almost loaded. And he dies before we can get another shot off. There's only one enemy left. It is the Shrek. He's trying to get to our cap area. But I think that Emil 1951 is probably going to spot him and kill him before we do. We're dialing in. Rounds out. Well, it was close. We'll do another instant replay because, yeah, I'm afraid Broward actually did fire that one rather quickly and then looked away directly after he did. Okay, gets to position behind the rock. He spots the Shrek coming in. There he is. The Shrek turns around and kills the Emil and then gets splattered with 245 hit points of damage. The other GW fires in. He's got firing in from the island. So long as he's got this rock between him and the Shrek, he should be okay. And the other guys are closing in, the Patriot and the P-44 Pantera. So he'll probably spot the enemy tank because he's probably trying to run. Here he is. Okay, now he'll have to back up a little because the rock's actually getting in the way. But he should be able to get this. He's auto-aimed on. Oh, yes! Kill shot right at the end to finish the game. A manual aim. Well, auto-aim. That worked. Well, despite his unusual way of playing, 15JG 52 Brow Bayraktar actually did get an ace tanker out of that game in the GW Panther. He got a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. The 4th tank was the last one in the game, the Shrek. And he also got a bruise medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 11 out of that game. And his win rate from the game was 4,726, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, look at that. He didn't get the highest damage in the game. He actually got the 3rd highest damage in the game. The top scorer was the Shrek he killed right at the end. That guy got 3,361 hit points. 2nd highest damage was the Emil 1951 with 2,985. And the 3rd highest damage went to our player 15JG 52 Bayraktar, who managed 2,684. When it came to kills, it was the Shrek who did the best. He got 5 kills, 1/3 of our team. 4 kills went to the GW Barawa, and the next highest scorers were the Emil 1951, SU-152 and Patriot on our team, and the Carnarvon and the GW on the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, yep, 15JG 52 Bayraktar got the highest with 1,262. 1,008 went to the Emil 1951, and those were the only 2 players who managed to get over 1,000, with the T-44 getting 862. He fired 19 rounds in the game, so he had plenty of ammo left over because you had 30 rounds to start with, so he had 11 to finish. 11 direct hits on the enemy, 1 penetration. I'm pretty sure that he penetrated one of the GWs. We'll just check that to make absolutely certain. Yes, he did. The one that he one-shotted out of existence. He actually penetrated that one directly. It was a perfect shot. He also got 14 splashes on the enemy, 2,684 hit points, of which 2,528 were at more than 300 meters, which means that Shrek was actually under 300 meters when he took him out. In fact, he did have to back up a little just to be able to auto-aim onto him and then get the shot. 8 enemy vehicles were damaged, 4 were killed, so missed out on a Confederate, but he did get 1,910 hit points of stun assist off the 11 stuns. He earned 56,597 credits from the battle, and after ammunition, resupply and consumables, took away 5,317 credits on a premium account, 30 bonds for completing missions, 1,893 XP, 3,786 for mission completion, and 5,679 experience points altogether. That was a good game, that was. He was getting some accurate shots. Obviously, he does have his own technique, we're not going to change that for him. He's decided that's the way he wants to do it. He can do it that way. We'll just have to use a lot of instant replays and manual control on the camera if we want to enjoy these replays. But there were some good shots in that, and right towards the end when he didn't have to move about anymore because, of course, he had counter-batteried or was about to counter-battery an enemy Arty. Then he was getting absolutely lovely shots showing him destroying the enemy battery force at the other end of the map. So very well done. Nice on that blind shot as well on the Super Hellcat in the corner. He just aimed for the corner, and yep, that Super Hellcat was trying to poke around, trying to see RT-44 and other tanks there, and of course he just poked too far out, and yes, received a 15cm shell on him instead. So I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.